Hey everyone, Andrew here, Melbourne Superman. So I'm going to try something a little bit different today. So obviously some of my most popular videos are reviews, suit reviews. So obviously I'm trying to move this channel into a little bit more of a fitness space, you know, running, lifting weights, getting in shape, pushing yourself past what preconceived limits you might have. And a big part of my fitness journey are my shoes. So in this case, my running shoes, my walking shoes. Because I'm an avid runner, I love to run, I love to do obstacle course races, of course. A horse is a horse, of course. What? Anyway, so I obviously like to do a lot of running, and I thought it might be really interesting for my audience. Well, actually, I got to give credit where credit is due. Erin Bay, she has basically suggested that I do more reviews, and she suggested that I do shoe reviews because I have so many. So I'm going to start today with a shoe that I wear pretty much every day. It's not a running shoe for me, but it is a shoe that I wear whenever I'm not running, and it's been a really big help to me. So the Vibram, or Vibram, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Five Fingers. So this is the Vibram KSO EVO shoe. It is a barefoot minimalist shoe, so it literally looks like a foot. So it's a conversation starter whenever you walk into some place or a gym or any place really, and somebody looks at your shoes and like, what are those? I get it at least 5 times a week, like not even kidding. So these are the Vibram Five Fingers shoes. They are a minimalist shoe. They are made for road running, so you can run in these. I have run in them. I don't really run anything larger than a 5K in them, and I usually do that on the treadmill. But the reason that I started wearing these shoes was because I had so many problems with my IT band, my knee, to the point where I was not able to really finish races anymore past a half marathon, well, really past a 10K distance. And my myotherapist, Jason, over at Performance Myotherapy, he suggested that I start wearing barefoot shoes, minimalist shoes. And it was his idea that I start running in them, but I didn't necessarily want to do that at that point because I was starting to experiment with the vapor flies and the alpha flies and all that good stuff, which I will review on this channel soon. So you must make sure that you stay around, hit the notifications bell, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff so you can make sure that you keep up to date. So he suggested that I go minimalist, and the reason being was because I had found that I was just not getting anywhere with all the stability shoes that I was wearing, because all the shoe companies, they were telling me, you know, you've got problems with your pronation, you pronate too much, you should be wearing a stability shoe or a motion control shoe, and that never really worked for me. As a matter of fact, I think it exacerbated the problem. And Jason was just like, it's not really going to help you to fight what you are naturally doing. So let's see what happens when we get you into minimalist shoes. And of course that, plus a lot of other things, you know, exercises, different forms of running. But I contribute a lot of my success in the past 12 months to this. Now I have, since starting to wear minimalist shoes, I completed my first marathon in years without having to stop because of knee pain. So I've been running marathons for only about 4 years now. I've run 7 or 8 marathon distances and over. So, you know, a few marathons, a few ultra marathons. And only since wearing these have I been able to start running them pain-free and getting through a lot and a big mileage weeks, big volume weeks. And I contribute that to the fact that when I'm walking in my day, I'm using the muscles that are supposed to be used, and I'm not fighting my body's natural way that it wants to move. And I think that that's a really important thing. There's not really a big coincidence that once Nike came around with all of its fancy shoes in the 80s and the 90s, that's when running injuries really started to take hold, right? Before that, everybody was running in just like Converse or like neutral shoes or minimalist shoes. And it wasn't really changing their gait. It wasn't messing with their muscles. Now, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I do wear vapor flies and alpha flies for my faster races, and I do run in different shoes, but they're all neutral shoes. So the actual Vibram Five Fingers itself. So it is, like I said, it's a road running shoe. It is made with vegan consciouses consciousness in mind. So it is made without the use of harming animals, which is great. The technical specs, the stack height is 4.7 millimeters, so it's really, 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 really flat. It is a barefoot cushioning. It's standard width. It is pretty true to size. So I wear okay. So I wear about a size 10.5 to 11 running shoe, but that's only because I like the extra room, and that's what I was suggested to do. My everyday shoe is a 10. These are a 10. They fit me perfectly. And I can wear socks with them. So you got to get, obviously, toe socks, and I do recommend toe socks. This is my second pair of Vibrams. Now, the first pair did last for over a year, so they are pretty, and they were well worn. Like, I didn't run a lot in them, but I wore them every day. And I will say that if you don't wear socks with these, it's going to get stinky, and you're not going to have any friends, and people are going to probably avoid you. And, you know, some of you might like that, but, you know, do us all a favor. Wear socks. Thanks. It is a neutral shoe. The weight, it's about 139 grams, so about 4.9 ounces. Really, really light. The upper is made out of polyester. The insole is 2 millimeter EVA foam. It's got antimicrobial Drylex, whatever that means. I guess that means it's not going to stink if you don't wear socks, but that's a lie. They stink if you don't wear socks, like most shoes. The outsole is 3 millimeter thickness. So it's, you know, it's a really, in terms of how it wears, and, you know, you've got to play with it a little bit the first time that you use it, because you will never feel so uncoordinated with your own body as you will the first time you try to wear toe socks, or the first time you try to wear something like this, because it's going to be taking a little bit of finagling. So once you put it in, though, it's really easy. You can tighten it with this. You just, you know, pull a little thingy down, tighten it up, and then there's Velcro here that you can stick onto, and then you're good to go. It's a great shoe. I wear it. I mean, I'm on my feet every day, all day. You know, because I manage gyms. I don't sit down ever. I'm always moving. I take anywhere between, not including my runs, like if I'm not running, I'll take anywhere between 8,000 and 10,000 steps a day. On run days, that might be 20,000 to 40,000 steps, depending on how big the run is. But I would say overall, this shoe is probably, it's a saving grace for me. It's absolutely a saving grace for me. The price point is not that much. I think these ran me like $130, which, you know, for a sports style shoe, or for like a really functional shoe, that's really good. That's like really good. So I would definitely give these a big recommend. If you have any problems with anything, talk to a professional first. Of course, you know, don't take my advice. Go talk to a professional and see if barefoot shoes might be right for you. They really have helped me. I don't think it's a coincidence that once I started wearing them, I've had a lot less problems with my hip and my IT band. Of course, again, there are other things at play there, like exercises, strengthening areas, different types of running, but this was definitely a big factor. I'm not saying that I don't run pain-free all the time. No, I'm not saying that I do run pain-free all the time. There's certainly pain sometimes, but it's not been so much that it stops me in my tracks or makes me stop a race halfway through. So Vibram Five Fingers, like, I'd say I would give these comfort-wise 10 out of 10. I would give them conversation starter 10 out of 10. And they're just a cool shoe. They come in a bunch of different colors, black, I think blue, orange. I just choose black just because it's neutral. The only bad thing about them is if you don't wear socks, they are going to get pretty stinky pretty quickly, and it's hard to clean them. Like, you can throw them through. I've thrown them through, not this pair, but the other pair I did put through the laundry, and they're fine through the laundry. I just put them on a delicate spin, put some vinegar in there, laundry detergent, but still, you know, like if you're wearing them every day, it's just, the smell's not going to come out. So wear socks. Do us all a favor, wear socks. But yeah, so that is the Vibram Five Fingers review. I don't think I touched on this. The drop is 0 millimeter drop, obviously. And that's about it. Really comfortable, really durable. Like, I wear them on all kinds of terrain. I wouldn't do a trail run in them. I think Vibram do make trail running shoes, but I wouldn't do a trail run in these. I probably wouldn't do anything fast in these, but they are great. I would run on the beach with these. to help strengthen my ankles. That's another thing. They have really helped me strengthen my ankles because my ankles were giving me a little bit of issue with tibial tendonitis at one point, and that it didn't go away, but it certainly didn't escalate any further than it needed to. So there you go. I think that's been my review of the Vibram Five Fingers. Like I said, I'm going to do many more reviews of different shoes that I have, different shoes that I run in, how I feel about them, what I feel about them, and and how they've helped my performance. So like I said, please like, subscribe, comment, hit that notifications bell. It really helps out my channel, especially if you like and comment, but definitely subscribe, hit the notifications bell. I will aim to get videos out every week. Now, real quick before you go, I do want to talk about a sponsor of mine for my running, for my athletic supporter? No, my athletic goals. They are a big supporter of me, and that, of course, is Generation UCAN. So Generation UCAN is the product that I use that helps me in my long distance and endurance runs. It is an amazing product. They use a patented super starch to give you the energy that you need to keep going. They don't use simple sugars. That simple starch is a type of carbohydrate that helps you utilize fat as fuel rather than anything else in your body, and that can help you move longer, faster, and harder than you ever thought possible. So I use a combination of UCAN Edge, that is their new gels. I also use their snack bars. I use their electrolyte powder, and it's just an amazing product. Like, they're clean, they're tasty. They don't they don't wreak havoc on your stomach like other products do. Like, those of you who run long distances, you know that is a thing. And ever since I started using Generation UCAN, I haven't hit the wall, like, in terms of bonking and crashing in terms of energy. And I've been able to do fasted runs a lot longer. Like, before Generation UCAN, I couldn't do anything longer than like 8 miles without eating. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably go out on an empty stomach and run 20 miles, 32 kilometers. I don't, because I don't want to, and that doesn't really necessarily help me move my fitness needle. Whenever I'm running something longer like that, it's generally training, so I want to make sure that I am fueling, and I'll use something like Generation UCAN to do that. They use science instead of sugar in their product, and they will really help you. So if you want to get in on the action, now this offer, the company is international. This offer goes for my Australian listeners and viewers. You can visit generationyoucan.com.au and use the coupon code Breaking the Barrier, all one word, Breaking the Barrier. That is the name of my podcast, by the way. Listen to it, review it, download it. But use the coupon code Breaking the Barrier. You get 15% off your first purchase. Again, that's generationyoucan.com.au. Really great product. So that's all I have to say today. Thanks so much for listening. Again, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, ding, ding. And I will see you at my Instagram, Melbourne Superman. Hope to catch you soon. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.